The 1986 United States Washington quarter dollar stands as a testament to the enduring legacy of American numismatic tradition, encapsulating both historical symbolism and mid-20th century design aesthetics. This coin, part of the regular issue of circulating quarters struck by the United States Mint, features the portrait of George Washington, the first president of the United States, a figure whose visage has graced the quarter dollar since 1932. The obverse of the 1986 quarter prominently displays Washington's left-facing profile, a design originally created by John Flanagan, a notable American sculptor and medallic artist of the early 20th century. Washington's portrait is flanked by the word liberty above his head, a word deeply embedded in American identity, symbolizing the nation's foundational principles of freedom and democracy. On the lower left, just under Washington's chin, lies the familiar motto, "In God We Trust," a phrase officially adopted for US coinage in the 19th century and reflective of the nation's acknowledgement of divine providence in its governance and history. The year 1986 is engraved directly beneath Washington's portrait, marking the coin's minting date. Notably, to the right side of the coin's obverse, a small D mint mark identifies the coin's production at the Denver Mint, one of the key facilities of the U.S. Mint system, which was established in 1906 and has since played a crucial role in the production of circulating coinage. Turning to the reverse of the 1986 quarter, one encounters a dignified and patriotic image of a heraldic eagle, a motif closely associated with American iconography since the 18th century. The eagle, with its wings outstretched in a powerful, symmetrical pose, clutches a bundle of arrows in its talons, a traditional emblem of military preparedness and defense. Beneath the eagle rests an olive branch, symbolizing the nation's enduring preference for peace, while remaining vigilant. Arched above the eagle are the inscriptions United States of America and E pluribus unum, the latter being a Latin phrase meaning out of many. 1. This motto, adopted during the early years of the Republic, expresses the unity of the diverse states forming a single nation. Below the eagle is the denomination quarter dollar, clearly declaring the coin's value. From a technical perspective, the 1986 Washington quarter was struck using a copper nickel-clad composition, which had become standard for circulating U.S. quarters following the discontinuation of 90% silver quarters in 1965. The coin features a reeded edge and has a diameter of 24.26 millimeters, 0.955 inches, with a weight of 5.67 grams, 0.2 ounces. Its layered structure consists of a pure copper core, sandwiched between two outer layers of copper-nickel alloy, 75% copper and 25% nickel, a composition that provides durability for daily handling while preserving a silvery appearance. In terms of mintage, the Denver Mint struck approximately 504,298,660 quarters in 1986, making it a relatively high mintage year in the Washington quarter series. While not scarce in the context of circulation, pristine examples in uncirculated or mint state grades, particularly those certified by professional numismatic grading services such as PCGS or NGC, can still carry collector interest, especially in grades MS66 and above, where examples become less common. The historical context of 1986 in the United States further frames the coin's place in American life. It was a period marked by the latter years of Ronald Reagan's presidency, characterized by a strong emphasis on conservative economic and social policies, a revitalized military, and a significant cultural emphasis on traditional values. The economy was on an upswing after the early 1980s recession, with growing consumerism and a rising stock market. In this environment, coins like the 1986 quarter passed through countless hands in daily transactions, from grocery stores to gas stations, carrying with them the silent witness of everyday American life during a transformative decade. The Washington Quarter Series, 1932 to 1998, in its traditional eagle-on reverse form, is beloved by collectors for its longevity, historical continuity, and rich field of varieties and errors. Although the 1986 issue does not possess rare varieties or notable die errors that significantly elevate its value, it remains a crucial date within the series and a nostalgic piece for those collecting by date and mint mark combinations. Additionally, some enthusiasts seek quarters from their birth year or other significant dates as keepsakes, ensuring a steady baseline demand for common-date Washington quarters in good condition. Culturally, the quarter dollar denomination is one of the most ubiquitous in American commerce, commonly used in vending machines, laundromats, and parking meters. In 1986, the Washington quarter continued its indispensable role in everyday life, even as the U.S. Mint prepared for changes to come in future decades, such as the launch of the 50-state quarters program in 1999, which would eventually replace the long-standing eagle reverse design. Today, a 1986 D Washington quarter typically holds a modest face value in circulated condition, though well-preserved uncirculated specimens, especially those with lustrous surfaces and sharp strikes, are sought after by hobbyists seeking to complete high-grade collections. Some collectors focus on assembling year sets or typesets, while others pursue complete runs of Washington quarters by year and mint mark. In conclusion, the 1986 United States Washington quarter dollar serves as more than mere currency. It is a small metallic artifact encapsulating the values, history, and economic life of late 20th century America. With its classic portrait of George Washington, enduring mottos, and national symbols, the coin endures as a proud emissary of American numismatic heritage, a simple, familiar object that, whether nestled in a collector's album or resting in a pocket, carries with it a silent story of a nation's ongoing journey. The 1988 United States Washington quarter dollar represents a significant piece of American numismatic history, serving not only as a circulating medium of commerce, but also as a tangible reflection of the United States' enduring values, national identity, and numismatic artistry of the late 20th century. Minted during a pivotal period in American social and economic life, this quarter stands as a continuation of the long-running Washington Quarter series, which was first introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. The quarter has since become one of the most recognized and widely circulated denominations in American currency, with its familiar imagery serving as a daily reminder of the nation's founding principles and Republican heritage. The obverse, or front, of the 1988 quarter bears the iconic left-facing profile of George Washington, the first president of the United States and a central figure in the nation's founding. This portrait was originally designed by the accomplished sculptor John Flanagan, whose rendition was chosen for the quarter after a competitive design process. Washington's profile captures a sense of strength, dignity, and calm leadership, qualities that had come to symbolize the spirit of the fledgling republic he once led. Above his head, the word liberty is prominently inscribed in bold capital letters, a word deeply woven into the philosophical and historical fabric of the United States, emblematic of its quest for individual freedoms and self-determination. Since the American Revolution. To the left of Washington's neck, the phrase "In God We Trust" is displayed in a compact but clear font. This national motto has appeared on U.S. coinage since the Civil War era, symbolizing the country's collective faith and moral ethos. Directly beneath Washington's neck truncation lies the date 1988, indicating the year of minting, a period when the United States was navigating the closing years of the Cold War, witnessing rapid technological advancement, and enjoying a period of economic growth under the administration of President Ronald Reagan. To the right side of Washington's profile is the small p mint mark, denoting that this coin was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, the original facility of the United States Mint, established in 1792 by Congress in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. The Philadelphia Mint had historically been the first to strike U.S. coinage and, by the 1980s, remained a principal hub of coin production. Unlike its Denver and San Francisco counterparts, the Philadelphia Mint had only begun routinely using a p-mint mark on quarters starting in 1980, making these marks an important identifier for modern numismatists. The reverse side of the 1988 Washington quarter maintains the classic heraldic eagle design that had adorned the coin's reverse since its debut in 1932. The central feature is a bold American bald eagle, the national bird and a long-standing symbol of the United States sovereignty, courage, and strength. The eagle is depicted with its wings spread wide, conveying both vigilance and readiness. In its talons, the eagle grips a bundle of arrows, representing the nation's preparedness to defend itself against foreign or domestic threats. Directly beneath the eagle lies an olive branch, a time-honored symbol of peace, reflecting America's aspiration for harmony both within its borders and in international relations. Encircling the top of the reverse is the inscription United States of America, while immediately beneath it, in a smaller but clearly legible font, is the Latin phrase E pluribus unum, which translates to out of many, one. This ancient motto signifies the unification of the diverse states and people of the nation into a singular sovereign entity, a theme that resonates across American history and has been enshrined in its currency for over 2 centuries. Finally, at the bottom of the reverse, the denomination quarter dollar is spelled out plainly, leaving no doubt as to the coin's face value. From a physical standpoint, the 1988 Washington quarter features a redded edge with 119 grooves, a common feature designed both to deter coin clipping, a practice of shaving off small amounts of precious metal in earlier coinage eras, and to provide a tactile identifier for visually impaired individuals. The coin measures 24.26 millimeters, 0.955 inches in diameter, and weighs 5.67 grams, 0.2 ounces. By this point in American numismatic history, the Washington quarter was struck from a copper-nickel-clad composition, comprising an inner core of pure copper and outer layers of a 75% copper and 25% nickel alloy. This durable and cost-effective composition was first introduced in 1965 as a response to rising silver prices, which made the continued use of 90% silver coins economically impractical for everyday transactions. The Philadelphia Mint struck an impressive 562,052,000 Washington quarters in 1988, making it a high mintage year. While this abundance renders the 1988 P quarter relatively common in circulated condition, higher grade examples, especially those certified as Mint State MS66 or above, are considerably scarcer due to the inherent challenges of achieving and preserving flawless surfaces during mass production and handling. Such coins, particularly those exhibiting strong luster, crisp detail, and minimal contact marks, command a premium among dedicated Washington quarter collectors. Culturally and historically, 1988 was a significant year for the United States. Domestically, the country was experiencing a period of relative prosperity and political stability. The presidential election year saw Vice President George H.W. Bush succeed Ronald Reagan, ensuring a continuity of conservative leadership. Internationally, the Cold War was nearing its end, with diplomatic relations between the U.S. and the Soviet Union gradually thawing. In the realm of popular culture, the late 1980s marked the ascendancy of personal computing, the popularity of blockbuster films, and the emergence of cable television as a dominant force in entertainment. Throughout these dynamic years, the Washington quarter remained an ever-present fixture in the daily economic lives of Americans. It was a coin found in pocket change, vending machines, arcade games, and parking meters, a small yet vital participant in countless transactions that collectively wove the economic and social fabric of the nation. In this way, the 1988 Washington quarter served as both a practical tool of commerce and a silent witness to the rapidly changing world around it. Numismatically, while the 1988 P quarter does not feature rare die varieties or significant mint errors commonly associated with higher numismatic value, certain examples with exceptional eye appeal, unusual die strikes, or dramatic errors such as off-center strikes, double dies, or planchette anomalies remain of interest to specialized collectors. The Washington quarter series itself, spanning from 1932 to 1998 in its original eagle-on reverse form, continues to be a popular focus of hobbyists and historians alike, prized for its historical continuity and its role in representing American ideals through coinage. Today, a typical circulated 1988 P Washington quarter holds only its face value in everyday commerce, but represents a modest piece of American history for those who take the time to examine its details. In uncirculated condition, or as part of a complete date and mint mark collection, it gains additional sentimental and collectible worth. Beyond monetary considerations, the coin's enduring design and symbolism continue to remind Americans of their nation's founding principles and the remarkable resilience of its democratic institutions. In conclusion, the 1988 United States Washington quarter dollar minted at Philadelphia is a small yet significant emblem of American history, combining the timeless visage of George Washington with the proud national symbols of liberty, unity, strength, and peace. As a durable artifact of its era, it speaks silently to the countless lives and stories it has touched and continues to serve as a testament to the enduring traditions of American numismatics and national identity.